to adjust your programming. You are now listening to B-Movies and Beyond.
Boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop.
Super AC coming up.
Oh yeah, welcome in to the podcast. Episode
Podcast.
321. We are B Movies and Beyond. It's Peter and it's Ryan, as always. Come to chit chat movies with you.
Hell yeah, Peter! It's not episode 321. It's episode 32-1.
Oh, thank you for correcting that for me.
It's okay.
Sometimes I get all jumbled up with the numbers and how
When
to
you have
pronounce them.
proper dyslexia like myself, then you just damn it, I didn't put 321 or 32-1 on the notes.
How are we gonna know which notes to use?
I don't even know anymore.
Oh man. Hey buddy, it's good to see you in that stash.
Thanks, bro. Yeah, I don't know if you said it on air, but you're like, you should just do it for Comic-Con. And I was like, okay.
Yeah. And now what I think you should do is you should be Mario. Mario.
I could be a Mario, couldn't I?
Yeah.
You just gotta curl this little fluff thing in the back that's going
on.
on.
Oh, dude, yeah. Totally.
And I got
Holy
a little pop belly going on too, so I'm fit for Mario. But I got a short. You know what? I got it. I need to get my brother to go to Comic-Con. And he needs to grow a mustache, and he needs to be Mario, and I could be Luigi Mario.
Okay. Because he's bigger.
And shorter.
Isn't like, oh yeah, perfect.
Yeah,
and you guys are brothers.
And we're brothers. Dude, missed opportunity if my brother and I cannot be Mario and Luigi for Halloween.
Absolutely. And I mean, you guys have similar faces, so he can rock a stash too.
Well, he can't grow facial hair like me.
Oh, so his is going to be fake.
His will be fake, but I can grow a Luigi stash for sure.
Yeah, dude. Oh man, I think it looks good though. Have people been complimenting you?
I think like 3 people have seen my mustache. So,
and
meeting
all
up
three
all 3 said I am handsome as a devil.
Nice. I knew it.
Life coach lessons with Peter. Hey, dude, you look good with a mustache.
Yeah.
The test is Fan Expo this weekend because
none
none of our other friends have seen it yet.
Unless they watch the show.
But this won't come out until then.
Oh, good point. I could give them a sneak preview, but if anyone that's listening, if you gotta check this out on YouTube, you can go to our YouTube page, youtube.com/@BMoviesBeyond, @BMoviesBeyond. That's how you find our channel and all our videos.
And all our videos and our beautiful faces. Peter, how are you doing? I like your background.
Thank you. That's the other thing I was going to bring up for YouTube. Like I'm in the, pink forest with the unicorn blanket behind me. Yeah, in my daughter's room, so that my wife can have access to our room. So I'm running out of places to record in at my house, but it's all good. I just go find a quiet nook and, maybe one day it'll be a closet.
Okay, I'm recording live in the B Movies Beyond closet. I gotta be quiet.
My wife's sleeping. How great would that be if you just started yelling a little bit here? There, quiet! Baby's
Peter,
sleeping.
All right, this needs to be a new theme. You need to record in a different room in each one of your house. And how many bathrooms do you have? You have 3 or 4 opportunities to record on the toilet.
Yeah, but the acoustics probably won't be good, but
it'd be worth it.
Do it. I mean, I did take you into the bathroom last episode.
Sneak preview.
So, yeah, again, check that out. You can follow me into the bathroom.
2 dudes, 2 toilets.
Yeah. Yeah.
B movies
yeah.
on the John.
I love it. Dude, if we get those ones like the lovers toilets, where like they're like connected and you can like sit and shit and stare at each other. You know what I'm talking about?
What is a lover's toilet? This is
I don't
already going off track, but I am all for it. Wait,
that's what
there
they call it. I don't know if it's true, but they need to make it.
dude, for real. Hold on.
Awesome.
As we build up this episode, dude. Our viewers need to see this.
More reason to go to YouTube, right?
Yeah, they need to see this right now. This is called a lover's toilet. Oh, you need this. Like
Absolutely.
no questions asked. Like Danielle cannot have any say in this whatsoever. You just need to show up.
I have asked her, and she said no. Oh, I kind of like that one where it's just side by side. You just
Right here.
sit right cheek to cheek, man. I like that.
Hey, honey, can you pass me the toilet? You have your own toilet paper.
Move over here.
Move over.
You're hogging the shared lip.
Hey, you flush this time.
Yeah. Courtesy
Oh.
flush.
Oh man, goofy.
I love it. I love it.
He
Oh,
would,
man.
but I would too. You know what? You know what I would do? That's it. When I have a house big enough for a guest bathroom, the guest bathroom is just going to be that toilet in the center.
What? Just in the center, huh?
Yep.
It's the statement. What do you call that? Like the catching the eyepiece. I don't know what you call that thing. You know what I'm talking
The
about?
centerpiece.
Oh yeah, the centerpiece.
Yeah, it'd be the centerpiece of the bathroom. Maybe I'd put a sink in there, but you know what else I would do? I'd put a giant window that leads out to like the dining room, so all my guests would feel super comfortable taking a shit together. And I'd lock all the other rooms, so I'd be like, nope, you both have to use it.
There's just no other way.
There is no other way. That's an interesting topic. What items should they make lovers of? Like, like a lover's toilet. Maybe that's a different podcast. But Peter, I'm glad you're doing a round the tour of your house. I like your backdrop this time.
I'll keep on it. I like your idea. I'll change it up every week.
One day it's going to be in the car.
There's a lot of people out there that do their podcasts in the garage, and I have thought about that. We almost did that with B Movies Beyond. Remember we talked about doing it in the garage?
Oh yeah, you're at your old house.
Yeah, because we're like, oh man, I think because Danielle and the kids moved in, and like, where are we gonna do this? And that's when we moved to your place at the time.
Yeah, we were at my place for a little bit, and then we did some in Grandma's kitchen a couple times. That was cool.
Oh yeah.
Grandma's kitchen.
We've been all over the place, man. We travel.
We travel well. We just need to travel to Fan Expo.
This weekend.
Yeah, well, we just need to set up a booth and just record the entire time. Just live stream it.
Dude, I think our that should be, we should do that, but I think our goal should be like, we gotta get like one interview, right? Or get someone to commit to an interview. That should be our goal while we're there. Okay.
Deal. While we're there, okay, I like it. Well, it'll be tough for me to interview because I'm not supposed to talk.
Good
and it's going to be very tough for me to not talk. You know what? I'll just stand there next to you. You interview them, and I'll just be silent the whole time.
So, for those that don't know, we're going to be at the Denver Fan Expo this weekend. Oh, this is all after the fact, so dressed up as on Saturday, the boys. Ryan's gonna be Black Noir, and I'm gonna be Starlight. So that's gonna be fun.
Oh gosh, yes.
Danielle's gonna be the Deep. Nikki is Homelander. Nikki's husband, is gonna be
You know that guy?
yeah, Soldier Boy. And I don't remember what Aaron and Evan are gonna be.
I think I'm the only one that's not a Rule 34.
Will you switch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But nobody would ever know.
Yeah, they don't. Just put some boobs in there.
I mean, I kind of got some.
The only bad part, man, no one's gonna see your stash.
Oh. Our friends may not even see it.
I know, not until the next day.
Dude, it's gonna be very tough to keep that mask on at all times.
Oh, dude, because one of the things we do a lot of is just drink. So, and I don't see you not drinking.
Dude, I don't know how I'm gonna do it.
Oh man,
Straw?
it's gonna be fun.
I'm gonna have to get a straw, huh?
Potentially, we'll cut a little slit in your mask.
Well, the under mask has a slit, so
Hmm.
I think I can make it work.
Yep. So that's Saturday, and then Sunday we're gonna be the fan fiction Adventure Time people.
I have a confession.
What's that?
I'm not gonna partake in that.
Oh, you're not. Did they not give you a thing to assignment?
Nobody gave me an assignment.
Oh man, so you can be Mario.
Dude,
Dude, totally just show up on Sunday dressed as Mario. I'd be like, wait, I thought we were doing Super Mario Brothers.
Oh.
Just totally be confused.
You guys said I was gonna be Luigi.
Oh man, I love it. That'd be great. But looking forward to it. It's gonna be a good time. I'm sure we'll have some stories and we'll talk about it on the podcast.
It's my first one in like 5 years, dude.
Dude, it's been a while for me as well. I wasn't there last year, and then
2020
I guess the last
was messed up.
But did they like do it at the end of the year, like in October or something? I don't know.
Did you go to that one?
No, because there's one that it was all postponed and they did it way late,
Mm-hmm.
and I missed that one. And I don't know if that was 2020, if that one just got canceled, or if that was 21. It's been a few years though. That's all I'm saying. And even before that, like I've only, you go for, a day or so. So I'm excited to be in this one. And it's a whole new dynamic when you dress up, man. Especially if they're actually good, because everyone's just asking to like take pictures, and like there's no time to do anything else. Like you kind of get to be a little bit of a celebrity. It's kind of cool. So
Well, we are celebrities, but this time I'll be a hidden celebrity.
yeah, that's right. But we'll
I'd be
just
like,
keep on.
do you know who you're taking photos with? B-Movies Beyond.
That's right. Oh man, that's what I just. Have you heard of the greatest #1 podcast in the universe, B Movies and Beyond?
Yeah,
that's us.
This face.
That's right. So, all right, should we get another quick question?
Let's do it.
What? How? Why? I have so many questions!
Bum, dum, bum.
We do have so many questions, and we asked one last week, and I even I didn't get any responses, and I think that's fine. We can just talk about this, Ryan.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
And I propose what movie twists have ruined or have made the movie like fantastic, great. And there's tons of these. I was just kind of Googling that and just going through, and there's so many twists that I have forgotten about. And I think I probably similar to the Bat Pod. Actually I thought, is the Bat Pod a twist? Was
Technically it does twist.
Well, it's one of my least favorite twists, and I hate it. So
In the Flash, the Batwing twists, but they do it really cool.
in a cool way, yeah, I'm okay
Yeah.
with that. I'm fine with that.
Like, it would make sense. Like, when you see it, Peter, you're gonna be like, "Oh, yeah, that was cool." Not like the Bat Pod where you're like, "No, no, hold on, no." That that doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't no, and it goes up walls. No, no. So, I if that's taken off the list, I'm gonna start off first off at a twist that I remember being so mad at, and I don't even know why. And do you remember the ending of Saw?
I remember we binge watched all the Saw movies and did a very drunken episode about all of them.
Yeah, so it's very possible that you forgot or blended them together.
I totally blended all of them together.
And there's so, I mean, talk about a franchise that's just full of twists, just nonstop. And there's probably a lot that
Oh, I remember the end. Yeah,
the first one
yeah,
where Jigsaw was in the room the whole time,
yes.
right? I don't know why, but that twist pissed me off so much to the point where I still stand by this. Like, I'm not the biggest Saw like fan. I think they're interesting enough, but I don't like seek them out. Like the first time I seen like all of them was when we did our episode. That was it. Like, cause I just like they lost my appeal after that first twist where it just upset me so much. And I don't even know why. I think I just thought there was like no way that guy was just laying there the whole time and no one noticed. Like, okay, sure, you gave yourself, like, maybe a drug so you're not breathing as much, and then also the thought that they never check the body, right? You check everything in a room if you're trapped, like, there was just things that just pissed me off about that ending, still to this day, similar to the Bat Pod, um, where I think I was digging the Saw movie all the way up until that time, and I know that's the twist that everyone's like, "Oh, dude, that was awesome," and it made the movie, but I see it differently. So, I don't know,
Hmm.
how do you feel?
Um, for Saw, yeah, I agree with you on that. It's because listen, we've been in escape rooms, and the first thing I do is touch anything and everything I can to see if it works. So
Yeah,
yeah, if it's life or death scenario, I'm moving that body.
uh-huh.
I mean, I'm
Or you
stuck
checking
there.
the
What else?
pockets?
Yeah, what else am
You're
I gonna do?
yeah, there's, like, even, like isn't, like, there future, like, Saw movies where, like, they did, like, have to get something out of a body or something? Or am I making that up?
Yeah, dude. There's such a blur for me. I can't remember which one, but if I
Yeah.
remember one, weren't they chasing him in like different rooms in between like two different buildings at one point? That one was a really bad twist for me.
I think that was the second one, right? Where, like, it's like a dad trying to get to his
Yep.
son, and then it turns out that, like, oh, he was, you know, dead already. I don't remember. It was something again, something where it was like, it's is it really a twist when you screw with like, I can only see what you're showing us, and if you're trying to set this up so that these things are happening simultaneously, and then at the end you say, "Oh, no, that was just a recording."
Yeah,
Like,
dude, that's what it was. Having Xavier chase his son, he assaults John and forces him to the house, and then they track the video source and find out it was recorded days before, and the son was already like in a safe or something. That
yeah.
yeah, Saw your twists suck.
Yeah, like, that's just one where, like, I mean, how else would am I supposed to perceive that because you set it up that way? Like, it's just I don't know. That's a dumb twist, but, I guess I have a lot of Saw twists that I'm not a fan of.
One
Um,
I do like, I like The Prestige. That was a nice twist.
I did enjoy that. That was that was a strange movie.
It was a strange movie, but like it brought it back to what it was just like sleight of hand and like deceiving your eyes magic. Like when it just boiled down to that he had a twin brother and they were both magicians.
Magic.
Magic, right? I was like, wait, did I spoil it? Wait,
Kind of, but
that movie came out in
yeah,
2006. You should have
it's
watched it
been
by
a
now.
while. But that was a good twist how he was just doing a simple magic trick. And then you have on the other hand where Hugh Jackman's character learned how to clone himself and was killing himself every single night of his performance, which wow. Talk about going to the extremes.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Christian Bale's just like, I got a twin brother. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. I did have to cut off his finger because I lost mine. So we're committed. Also, just the fact that like they never could be seen with one another. Like that was I don't know. But I mean, magicians, man. They're committed.
Um, I liked Knives Out. And that leads me to like recent murder mysteries that have come out. Like I do like murder mysteries now. Like I watch Murder Mystery 1 and 2. I like Knives Out, Glass Onion.
Yeah. Okay, but
Uh,
hang on. Do you think though that's like an actual twist movie? Like because
you're
it's
anticipating it?
well, you said it's a murder mystery, right? You're trying to solve the mystery. You get all kinds of evidence and stuff thrown at you to decipher. I to me a twist is more of a you don't see it coming, right?
True. True.
Like like the Saw, for instance, just going right back to that, right? You didn't see that, oh crap, the killer was in the room the whole time and and he was alive. Like that was the twist. Um, Fight Club is another great. Like that was a twist where like, holy shit! Even though they were throwing clues at you the whole time, that this is like all in his head, right?
Yeah. You gotta watch The Flash because I know it's multiverse, but it's there's a couple twists in there, and you gotta you and our viewers need to watch it so I can describe this conversation I had with Nate, Nikki's husband.
Oh,
And he was so wrong on one aspect of it, and I was like, "Dude, there's no way that he was this person." Like, everything in the movie led to him being this person, like, he was not this other person, and he's like, "No, but no." I was like, "Nate, no, you're wrong, you're wrong." Um, you know what movie has a good twist? And I'll review it later, because I did recommend it, was, Spider-Man: Across the Spider-Verse.
ooh,
And I might tell you the twist just because it's been out for a while.
okay. Um, I'm not a. I don't mind. I don't mind. Um,
I'll tell you why it's a good twist later on.
okay.
Any
So
other
do you
good
have? Well, I was gonna say, do you have one that you hate, or are you just with me with the Saw movies?
I think you pinpointed Saw pretty well. Um, what's the one with Matthew McConaughey in the bookshelf?
Oh, Interstellar.
Interstellar.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah.
I, I didn't even. Oh man. Whoa. Um,
No words, huh? Oh, Inception had a weird twist too at the end.
did that really have a twist? It was more of a you don't know what was real. You don't know how it quite ended, which apparently Christopher Nolan, I guess, says the ending. Like he just did an interview and said like, "Oh yeah, there's a lot of people that don't really know, but really it's just to show that he has moved on." Like
So he
so
ruined his own twist.
Well, now I'm still confused. We're like, okay, so we still don't know if it's reality or not. He's just accepted and he's moved on. He's let go of his dead wife and he's gonna go and be with his kids, But you still don't know if it's reality or not. So I don't know. But I just saw an article about that. But yeah, I don't know.
Us.
Us was really weird, and that was quite the interesting twist. Uh, I liked it though. I did enjoy it.
What about Arrival?
Arrival. I don't remember what the twist was, but Get Out. Get Out was a great twist where, like, I didn't see what was happening in that movie until they spelled it out, and I was like, "Right, what?" So that's a good twist. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah. Gone Girl had a good twist.
Oh yeah, that one was good. That was a good one.
Departed. I'm
Yeah.
going through a quick little list. Psycho. Apparently, the twist is Bates murdered his mother years before, developed a split personality that made him believe he is his mother.
Oh, didn't know that.
Me neither. Maybe we need to go watch. Empire Strikes Back. That had a twist.
Mm-hmm. That was a good one. I like my other twist in the Star Wars franchise is that Leia is Luke's brother.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a really good one. American Psycho was
Or
had a
sister.
good twist.
I'm trying to remember that one.
In the final scene, Bateman learns many of his victims are supposedly still alive, and he may have imagined everything.
Oh shit. Yeah, I mean he was psycho.
The Village, Prestige, Gone Baby Gone, Shutter Island. I never saw Shutter Island. Cabin in the Woods is on there.
That's a good. Oh, that was one I remember watching that and just being like, "What the fuck?" And I love those twists where they don't have happy endings. That's always fun too.
Prisoners had a good twist.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Prisoners was good. It's a good one.
Yeah.
Um,
And
It's kind of funny. I'm looking at some of these lists, and some are say like, "Oh, it's the greatest ever," and then I'm seeing these other ones where like, "Oh, it's the worst twist." So it's all about the eye of the viewer on what they think. Like, um, what's one that's on Identities on both for twists. Identity, Unbreakable was in I think on both here.
here's a 10 stupidest movie twists of all time. Spectre, James Bond. Identity. Yep. Did you just list all these off?
Some of them I didn't. I think you're on a different one because I didn't see Spectre. Now You See Me.
Yep.
They said that was a really dumb twist, which I do remember. Like, wow, that was the whole purpose of this movie. Like at the end, just thinking that like that was a kind of a waste of waste of time.
Oh, Savages.
So I don't remember the twist in Savages.
The twist was that they were they were dreaming it the whole time.
I hate when they wake up from dreams. It's just a dumb thing to do. I hate that.
They have High Tension on here, but I think High Tension's twist was awesome.
Again, that's what I'm saying. I think I saw that one on a good list and also on a bad list. Like it, why do they do that? Like so, it's just not every twist is for everyone.
Well, I think
Like
the worst twist on B movies and beyond is that the Bat Pod twists. I'll go
you
with
know,
that.
here's a twist that I don't. People don't like this movie, The Village. M. Night Shyamalan. And it turns out that they're just like in a park the whole time, which I thought that was very clever. I like that twist. I was kind of pissed off that
We're
like,
talking superhero movies. Let's see.
oh, what about
You're
superhero
pissed off
movies?
what?
Oh, with for The Village, like I remember that twist happening, and I was like, "Oh man, there's not these weird creatures anymore." Like I was kind of disappointed by that part. But once you like settle down and you're not as upset, I thought it was a great twist. So much better than the happening where the trees are alive and killing us. Like that was awful. But the village and having some crazy guy that just wanted to control everything and go to an easier time and just getting, shutting everyone off from the world, like that was interesting. So
I found a article from Screen Rant, top 10 most shocking plot twists in superhero movies. No numbers here, but even though it was numbered. But Joker's plan for Rachel and Harvey, Chris Nolan movie. And then, so that was a decent twist, how he separated them, because Jason Momoa did it in Fast X, essentially copying the Joker. And then the Vulture is Liz's dad, good old Michael Keaton. That was a good twist. Mr. Glass revealed.
Yep.
Nick Fury lives in Captain America: Winter Soldier.
I mean, was there ever a doubt?
Yeah, right. Said he died, and then Watchmen. This was good. It was Ozymandias all along. We knew that. I read the book.
Yes.
The Dark Knight Rises. Miranda Tate and Bane's identities. That was a good twist. Predictable though. Wonder Woman. Diana is the God Killer. And Loki is still up to his tricks in Thor: Dark World. That's who Loki is. And then the happenings on Vormir on Infinity War. Yeah, that was lame.
All right. Well, superhero movies don't do the greatest twists, so
No,
I think that's that we don't expect that from a superhero movie.
The Flash had some decent ones. I mean, but it's multiverse, so it's like, oh well, it's a multiverse, so that's how you explain it. Like if they didn't have a multiverse, then you'd be like, oh, that's a weird twist.
Here's a funny thing that I saw about. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you yawn too. With the Flash is that I saw someone say the CW's Flash already did this. Like apparently the villain, they're like they already did this in some season in the Arrowverse Flash, so that's kind of funny. Which
so
there's
funny.
a lot of like criticism that Flash didn't make an appearance in the movie because people love that show.
People love the CW shows, dude. Like the Superman and Lois, Arrow, the Flash, all of them. They love them, dude.
Yeah, and Ezra Miller even made an appearance in the Arrow show, or not the Arrow show, the Flash TV show.
What?
Yeah, he makes the appearance. Pretty crazy.
Huh.
So, all right. Well, that's twists. They can make or break a movie. I think we all know that. And there's been a lot of movies I think totally ruined by twists, like Mortal Kombat 2 with purple skies. Jeez. And the Bat Pod. Jeez, just so many things.
Dude, if Mortal Kombat 2 has purple skies again, would you be upset?
Carl Urban's in it. I'll be fine. Love that guy.
All right,
yeah.
let's get into some trailers, Peter. What do you say?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Here are some exciting coming attractions from
Movies and Beyond.
In today's episode of Trailers with B Movies and Beyond, we start off with Five Nights at Freddy's official trailer. We had the teaser, tells you a little bit more. I didn't know anything about this series that's on your iPhone. However, it just seems like Willy's Wonderland.
Dude, absolutely. That's what I was thinking when I was watching it. Yeah. Even though I know Willy's Wonderland pretty much stole the idea.
But they did it first.
They did, yeah, they beat him to it, so you can't complain. And there's there's some scenes that seem very similar to what was in Willy's Wonderland. Um, the only thing that I think that's a little bit different that they kind of alluded to was this whole like the animatronics trying to get the little girl
Right.
to like.
Because they're killing children and turning them into animatronics.
Is that what it was? I thought they were trying to like take out her soul or something. I don't know.
I mean,
That was a
how do you take a soul from a child?
Mm.
Teach them how to be an adult. That's it.
Yeah, yeah.
Teach them real life and responsibility.
That's right. Good job. Yeah, like I mean, besides that, that kind of seemed like the difference. But I will see this, and it's coming out to movie theaters and Peacock, I believe, at the same time, which
Smart.
well, okay. So the last time they did that, right, was with Halloween Ends. And I think it was smart because that movie wasn't that good.
Right.
And that's the part that worries me, the fact that they're doing that again. Does that mean this movie's shit?
Yes, it probably does, but it's around Halloween time. So if you have a movie like Five Nights at Freddy's for PG-13 crowd, they're gonna go to the movie theater and see it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, is this PG-13?
I didn't see any blood.
Yeah, I didn't see any either. So, and Willy's Wonderland, I think that was R. So
Yeah, that was
that's
bloody as
another
shit.
yeah, that's another strike against it. I don't know. I will see it because I want to compare. I want to see, I mean, I just feel like, was it Josh Hutcherson or whatever? He just can't compete with Nicolas Cage. So sorry, buddy, but
Dude, nobody can.
I know. So, but whatever. Trailer I thought looked good enough. Just some things that I'm a little bit concerned about. So,
This
but the fact that I don't
one-
have to go out to the movie theaters is really nice.
Yeah, no shit. We can review it and be like, yeah, go or not, or stay
Mhm.
home,
Mhm.
or get Peacock for like a free month. Retribution, I put this on here not because I'm interested in it, but it's because it's the same concept. It's Liam Neeson fighting for his family, except for there's a bomb on his car like Speed, and it's like did you ever watch that movie Lock with Tom Hardy?
No, but I wanted to. Like, it just all of it takes place in his car, right?
Yeah. Like he's
Yeah.
like trying to save his marriage, but at the same time, like he's in his car the whole time, like trying to save his marriage or talking to his mistress, and a bunch of shit's going down. He's losing his job. That just seems like Retribution is that concept amplified with a bomb, and Liam Neeson screwed a bunch of people out of money,
Mhm.
and now he's gonna pull a Taken from his car.
I know. The only thing I hope for this is that it starts off with that conversation as kids are in the car. And there's not, there is like other scenes in the trailer where it seems like the kids are still in the car. And
then
so
they
but I really just hope the kids stay in the car the whole time because that would be fun. So the creators are like the kids and Liam Neeson driving around and trying to stop bad guys or whatever. So
he seems kind of old to have young kids like that, but it's a movie.
yep.
I didn't get this one too much. Full Circle.
I turned it off.
Yeah, all right. So if you want to catch that, it's on Max.
Yep, there you go.
And then last but not least, only because we haven't talked about it in the 2 weeks that we've been trying to record, Twisted Metal gave us a first look at Sweet Tooth and John Doe with oh my god, what's Captain America's name?
Anthony Mackie.
Anthony Mackie and Samoa Joe, voiced by
Will Arnett.
Will Arnett. I like it. I'm in.
Yeah, man. Like from the first trailer, I was a little bit hesitant, and watching this, what do you call it? What first look? yeah, I was kind of blown away, and I just like the overall feel of the movie, how it looks, and I'm excited to see what they do, and that's coming to Peacock July 27th, I believe, right?
A lot of Peacock content.
Yeah, a lot of the cock.
A lot
Um,
of the cock.
yeah, like this is. I hope this works out, and I think we talked about this before when we saw the teaser. Is just that, like, this could be huge, and I think this is a really cool property. And I just hope they execute it so well because I mean it's kind of similar, when Halo came out, right? We kind of thought the same thing, like this is what we've been waiting for. Then you start watching it, you're like, this is not what I was waiting for, and I haven't like I know they greenlit a second season, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I haven't. But have you heard anything since then?
Nope.
I wonder if they pulled the plug already.
I mean, Paramount does that where they'll greenlight a season. I mean, they've done it with Star Trek, and like you won't see it until like years later. And they're like, by the way, here's new Star Trek. You're like, oh, okay, cool.
That is true. That is true. But
Oh, this can go in news, by the way. Oh, no, it's
yeah.
trailer / news. I forgot to add. Did you see Futurama just had their trailer come out?
Oh yeah, but I haven't watched it yet. New
Well,
season of Futurama.
yeah. What year is it?
I don't know.
We're getting Twisted Metal and Futurama. What's going on here?
It's 90s all over again.
Well, that's our trailers for the week, Peter.
Nice. Well, there wasn't too much, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, sometimes, there's just too many trailers.
Yep. And we can move on.
Hell yeah. I like today's news. You ready?
Yes.
Tom Hardy shares first Venom 3 set photo. They are filming Venom 3 as we speak.
Nice.
Nice.
I have not seen this, so that's why I'm like, ooh. I just
Yeah, they
clicked on
announced
the
they were
link
filming it
to-
this week and had a little teaser photo of him in front of a wolf and said V3. So, but it's confirmed that they're filming it. It's gonna make it before the writer's strike.
Well, I mean, so it was already written. But oh man, dude. I gotta say that well, this leads into a few news items I think related to this is with the writer's strike. My understanding is that they really can't adjust things now. Like you can't rewrite the script because right, you hire writers, they come and they work, and then you're constantly rewriting and kind of adjusting things on the fly. Like, oh, this isn't quite working. Because I heard for Deadpool 3, which I think they're also filming, is Ryan Reynolds can't ad lib because of the strike that's going on.
Oh, that's dumb.
Yeah. So
That's
part
what
of me
makes
is
the Deadpool movies.
exactly. I'm like, how can they do that? It's like ridiculous. But like, so part of me is like, is it better off if they didn't start these films and just waited, to have a little bit more freedom and flexibility to rework them? So I don't know. It's awesome. I'm glad it's moving forward, but at the same time, I'm a little worried because there's a potential that's going to come out like shit because they didn't have all the freedoms that they would have if there wasn't a strike. And then on top of the strike news, I mean, we already knew there was a strike, but the fact that they haven't figured that shit out yet is ridiculous. The Screen Actors Guild is talking about going on strike as well. Yeah, can you imagine if that went and look, dude, like everything would stop. Like already so much has stopped. And because of that, basically all the shit, like it's San Diego Comic-Con, right? It's usually this exciting time. You get a lot of new news new trailers, new footage of all the stuff that we're excited to go see. Everyone has pulled out. Marvel's not going. They don't have anything. Nothing from
DC.
Paramount Universe. Yeah, everyone is just like, no, because they don't know what's going to happen. And especially if the Screen Actors Guild goes on strike, like that's it. Like there's just, it's going to be weird. It's so weird. And, I think I agree with all these people. I agree with the Writers Guild. I agree with SAG. Like the stuff is so dated. They need to rework all these agreements, all these contracts. Like they're like almost like decades old, right?
Yeah, true.
So much has changed now. It's
The
a new
industry
environment.
what's gonna suck is Bollywood is gonna make a huge comeback, and we're gonna have a resurgence in Bollywood movies.
It's very possible.
Ugh.
We won't have any other options,
Cinema-
so we'll just have to watch it.
We're gonna have to learn the Indian language. Not gonna do it. Next up,
just do
Evan
the-
Peters, the
Yep.
only Quicksilver per our group chat. Evan Peters joins Tron 3 movie cast. So Tron is moving forward.
Good.
All right, I like it. Does it still have Jared Leto?
Was Jared Leto in the? Oh yeah, he kind of played the new kid, huh?
He's
I
gonna
got
be
sucked
in the
in.
third one for sure.
Is he really?
Mm-hmm.
You see that now? It's confirmed.
Yeah, sucks. But
I'm
excited for Tron. I like Tron. I like Tron Legacy.
Me too. I didn't think Tron Legacy was that bad. Like the stuff that didn't work, it was just kind of the CGI was a little bit too, ahead of its time.
They tried before, yeah.
Yeah. And
that's one of those movies like Disney, go back and just do a deep fake and call it good.
Yeah, redo it. Yeah, absolutely should.
Be mad at that at all.
So, and I like Evan Peters, so I like that. That's cool.
Yeah, Nate thinks that Aaron Taylor Johnson was Quicksilver. Never. This is the big news. Well, besides the last one, Superman has its Superman and its Lois Lane, David Cornsett and Rachel Bronson.
Okay.
They we have a Superman and we have a Lois Lane. David Cornsett looks like Superman, and Rachel Bronson is she kind of looks like she can be a decent homely looking Lois Lane. Cool. But everything you just said leads me to believe that this movie might not get made for a while.
Yeah. It's very well, but maybe that's for the best, though. I mean, since it's James Gunn writing it, I don't foresee him stopping. Yeah, is this Rachel? Yeah, this is Marvelous Miss Maisel. Nice. That's a good pick. I like that. I like her.
Well, good. At least you know who she is.
Yeah, the guy I'm not too sure of.
He just looks like Superman. I don't know who he is.
A little bit, like I can see it in his hair. Definitely a young one. They're pretty good choices. I'm with you there. I think this is a good. Well, actually, you got Spawn rebooting.
Yeah.
So, okay, what is it? Let's talk about this because this is kind of superhero related as well. So, what's this Spawn news?
Well, Blumhouse, what's his name? Jason Blum, has very much confirmed a timetable release for Spawn, that it is in very, very active development. And
very active development. That is,
and
I feel like that's just what you say to like try to calm everyone down. Like, yeah, we're working on, we're active. It's very active. We're so active in its development. It's
it's active,
crazy.
and we're
Yeah,
very
it's so
much
active.
ready to do things. I mean, you said it. Here's a quote. I would say you have a lot to hope for because it's in very, very active development. Blumhouse CEO Jason Blum told comicbook.com. What needs to happen is that my fellow friends, the writers, and the studios need to figure out their differences and get back to writing. But we've got a great group of folks putting it together. And my hope is, oh, stupid ad. My hope is that that movie, my prediction is maybe we'll actually see a Spawn movie in 25. No promises, but that's my prediction.
I just, maybe. Don't hold me to this. I just give you a number because I feel like I gotta say something. Hopefully 2025. Maybe though. Don't hold me to that though.
That's
And
totally what you just did.
the fact that he's blaming this on the writer strike and the Screen Actors Guild strike, no. There's a issue with Todd McFarlane. I don't think there's any issues with anyone else. So I feel like he's pointing the fingers at the wrong people or wrong person. It's such a
Todd McFarlane was such an icon for me growing up. But now I'm grown up, and now I realize Todd McFarlane has been the problem this entire time for his own characters. For Venom, for Spawn, for when he had Spider-Man, and when he was doing Batman, every time he touched those characters, he always had some sort of drama. If you think about it, Angela with Neil Gaiman, oh my God, dude. They went years battling for that character, and they finally gave the rights to Marvel, and they had to rebrand that entire character. And they're like, well, we have this character. What are we going to do with her? Oh, put her in the Guardians. Yeah, we'll do that. So even at this point, if she's in Guardians of the Galaxy 4 or whatever they come up with, they still have to give some credit to Todd McFarlane.
Yep.
And he hasn't touched that character since 1993.
Oh, that's the whole thing. When you get, you help create something, man. It sticks with you.
I guess so. Well, hopefully he can create a Spawn movie before 25. Hopefully, maybe. But it's good that it's active.
Yes, it is good. Before we move on, I think the other big, you forgot this news, Ryan, is that the Flash is a flop.
Oh, is that news? I thought I just expected that.
Okay. No, I don't think I was expecting that because of the fact that everything leading up to it was just so positive, and then you even seeing it and saying it was positive. I'm kind of shocked that it didn't make a lot of money. I am really shocked.
I know an abundance of people who didn't see this because of Ezra Miller.
Okay, and I did think about that. There was a few things I actually thought about. I thought, all right, Ezra Miller drama, which is all getting worked out, and I get that aspect of it, and I guess that's fine. But at the same time, I'm like, a lot of other people worked on this film really, really hard, and they want to, I think, probably have people see it. So I feel like that's, come on. The guy is probably done potentially, even though I've heard that the guy that did this Flash said, nope, Ezra Miller's the only Flash for him. So whatever.
He's a good Flash, but dude, Ezra Miller committed career suicide. It's hard. This is why if the Screen Actors Guild goes on strike, it's going to be very difficult for actors to come back. They're just going to find a whole new wave of actors in the old school. It's going to be, what's that movie I saw? Babylon. It's going to be Brad Pitt in Babylon. It's going to be where he's still, he hasn't transitioned from the old style of movies to the new style of movies, and they just forgot about him.
Yeah. Well, I think part of the issue though is that they have to sign up, basically. I don't know. I don't know all the ins and outs of it, but the fact that it's done so poorly, The Flash, it got me thinking. And what I saw a lot of was just what these movies had grossed. So I went back past 2 years, so 2022 and this year, looking at all the superhero movies and just looking at the gross totals for these movies. And
are we gonna play a game?
Yeah, well, yeah. I don't really know how to do this, but I want to see where you kind of put these. So there's 13 movies total that so far from
Well, let's make it fun. Hold on.
Okay.
Let's add some music. All right. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So let's just what do you think the lowest grossing movie is from 2022 and 2023 for superhero movies?
The lowest what?
Grossing movie
For 2022
and 2023. 13 total movies in there.
When did Wonder Woman
all
84
superheroes? Nah, that was later. I don't have any. No, there's no Wonder Woman. So like, there's Black Adam, there's Ant-Man, Spider-Man, Across the Universe, Thor, the Batman, Black Panther, Morbius was in 2022, Super Pets for 22. This year we had Shazam 2, we had Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Ant-Man was this year. Oh, Doctor Strange was last year. Guardians of the Galaxy.
I'm gonna say Shazam and League of Super Pets are at the bottom.
Oh, well, you got it right. It was Shazam 2 was the lowest grossing. I thought it was gonna be Morbius.
No, Morbius had a comeback.
Well, that was second. Super Pets made more, but you're not far off. Shazam, Morbius, Super Pets. Nice job. Okay, let's go the opposite end. Where do you think is the highest?
It's got to be the Spider-Man movies.
No.
Oh, the Batman.
No.
Guardians?
No.
Wakanda?
No.
The highest. What am I missing?
It's one that I wouldn't have expected, but apparently worldwide it did pretty well. Doctor Strange 2.
What?
Yeah. I bet Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 will probably will finish off there, because I'm sure it's probably still playing some places. But currently, Doctor Strange 2 is the highest one from this list of 13 at 955 million.
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is going to cross that easily, though.
I think, but when did that come out? That's only at right now, currently 566 million.
About a month? Less than a month?
Okay, so yeah, I'm sure it'll come back up too. Yeah, I was kind of shocked at some of these grosses so far. Why I did this though is because of the fact that like so many of these movies are kind of like they're not doing well. Besides Spider-Man and Guardians of the Galaxy 3, a lot of these 2023 movies, they're also DC related, are grossing very little. Like they're not making their money back. And then the same thing even with Ant-Man. That one is the lowest one in the franchise and capped out like at 476 million.
You know, the thing is, I think it's a combination of superhero fatigue and that they're just trying to use up characters at this point. Like DC is getting ready for a reboot, and Marvel is also getting ready for a reboot with the main characters and preparing us for like an X-Men. So they have to, dude. They're giving us the new Avengers. Like, I don't give a fuck about that.
Here's my thing, dude. Is it doesn't matter if you make a good movie. It won't matter And I saw something else about James Gunn complaining about how like these superhero movies are being lazy after like the Flash flops. I'm like, wait, so you calling the Flash lazy now? Like it's cracking me up because he's saying it's one of the best superhero movies ever, and now he's saying it's lazy. I'm very confused on what's going on with the superhero movies, and I think everyone else is a little bit confused too.
Didn't
So
Marvel just hire on a really big name director? Like he was like the producer of the Jeffrey Dahmer. He was
Ryan
like they
Murphy?
took him. Yeah, they got
Did
Ryan
they
Murphy.
really?
Uh-huh.
Oh wow, I did not know that.
Yeah, look it up. Ryan Murphy is now part of the Marvel universe.
Huh, well, hopefully that works out for him. I don't know. Like, it's like I still think there's more to this, and this can keep on going. They just got to make quality work. That's all.
Well, look what's coming out this year, dude. We're looking at Aquaman, the Marvels, and Blue Beetle. I'm not excited about any of those. I mean, I'll watch them because I do, but like I'm not stoked about them. The last two I was stoked about were Guardians 3 and Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, and I feel like those are worth it. So
Yeah.
yeah. All
We
right.
need our
Well, speaking
Supermans,
of-
we need our Batmans, we need our Iron Mans, we need our Captain Americas, we need the big players back. We need Spider-Man 4. We need that.
I hear you. I agree. So,
But
speaking of
what we
Spider-Man,
need
though,
you to do, just because I'm playing it, need you to follow B Movies and Beyond on Instagram and Twitter and YouTube and Spotify and all the podcast networks.
and subscribe to the show so you never miss a minute.
There you go. Oh, that's a good ad.
Nice. It's been a while. Let's hit that feature presentation, huh?
Oh, I don't know why I boom everything. Should be
Get excited.
cute.
You.
Oh. Oh, I'm looping. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's a good song. Should be a ringtone
It
for all of our
should-
friends.
Yes, that's right.
Can I go just because we've been talking about all this crap anyway?
Yeah, I did the segue.
Yeah, that's a perfect segue. Last week I recommended Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1, full title, because I reviewed The Flash because it was sooner, but I just want everybody to know Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse was that much better of a movie. It was a visual masterpiece, and I don't know who it's like they got their best writers at Sony and were like, you need to make a Spider-Man movie, because anything else Sony has come up with has been like crap. But the Spider-Verse movies just, dude, the way they tied it to the first one, and now we're getting a part 2, and they're building these characters and explaining things and the Easter eggs, and like you feel for Miles Morales, you feel for Gwen Stacy. I mean, this is a multiverse movie that is building more multiverse movies. We're going to be getting an all-female Spider-Verse cast with Gwen Stacy. We're going to be intermixing with the live action ones. I mean, it's just a story to be told. It's been about a month. Do you want me to tell you? Are you curious to see this movie quickly?
I mean, yeah, I want to see it. I don't know when I'll see it though.
How do I say this without saying it? What I mean by Miles Morales and the character development that they did for him, he's a teenager in this, but he feels like a big name player in the Marvel animated and even in the MCU. He's right there with, I would say this. You want to follow his story more than you want to follow the rest of the MCU movies coming out this year.
I agree. I have been seeing a lot of statements similar to that, just saying how he's like the new it Spider-Man.
Like, okay, the best piece of Spider-Man content that's been out there is a PlayStation video game, Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2 Miles Morales. And that Miles Morales is a great character, but the Spider-Verse Miles Morales is the best character in the Spider-Man universe. I love my Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland, and Tobey Maguire. Happy birthday! His birthday was like 2 days ago. But Miles Morales, and I think Shamik Moore is the voice actor. Dude, you feel for this guy. Like, he is culturally appropriate. He's half black, half Hispanic. You see his upbringing, his family. You get a feel that you get a feel that he's a New Yorkan. It's not like, hey guys, guess what? Spider-Man's in New York. No, like, you get a feel that he lives and breathes Brooklyn in this movie. And when he's going to these different Spider Verses and different India, Britain, the Spider-Man complex, like, he still represents that universe and the Brooklyn. Oh, I can't say it if you don't want to know, but there's a huge twist in this movie, and when you get to that realization of what happens, you're like, Shh, he done fucked up.
Hmm.
And it's good. But the major plot of this is you can't mess with your timeline. And there's 2 movies that just came out talking about altering your timeline. And while The Flash did okay, Spider-Verse nailed it, dude.
Yeah. I mean, I always thought that was going to be the case.
Yeah, no, it's not news. It's just it's reaffirmation.
Fact.
It's fact. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
The fact that there was any positive buzz about the Flash, that was the part that was surprising.
yeah, like I said, I liked Ezra Miller as Barry Allen and other verse Barry Allen, but um, when you start seeing what's going on towards the end of this part 1, you're ready for part 2. And dude, the character twist at the end,
Yeah.
and
I think that's going to be one of the hardest things, dude, especially because they just got a new release date from March to like July next year.
mhm.
The fact that we're going to have to wait after this, it's a part 1, right? This is only half the story. And it sounds like, from what I'm hearing, it's kind of quite the, I guess, cliffhanger, somewhat.
You know what I liked about this? The trailers didn't give away any of this story. They led you to believe that Spider-Man 2099 was your main villain.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're watching this movie, he's pretty pretty villainy, but his reasoning is not a villain reason.
Yeah.
So oh dude, there's so many like hero arcs and changes in this. It's just when I said I recommended it, I recommended it because I want you to go see it in the theaters because it's beautiful, but it's a well thought out story, and it makes you l- actually love and appreciate multiple Spider-Mans. The first one did a great job because we got haha Nicolas Cage Spider-Man, haha Spider-Pig, haha we got this, but this one really just deep dives into the story, and it's phenomenal. It's my favorite movie of the year so far.
Nice. Would you say, did it top the first one?
Yes.
Ooh, that's good. That's hard to do.
You know why? I don't know how many leaks you've seen, but when you see the internet immediately like, oh shit, I saw that reference in the first one. The fact they planned that out years later and executed it the way they did
Mm-hmm.
without even saying it in a story, it's just a visual, dude. Blew my mind.
That's cool. Yeah, I mean, I've heard nothing but good stuff about this movie, and it does make me think like I need to try to get out to the movie theater to see it before, but I don't know if that'll be possible. That's how I remember I saw the first one. I don't know. It was a late night and I went by myself and I was blown away by it. So
I mean, it
maybe.
changed the scape of animated movies too. If you think
Oh
about
yeah.
it, we had all these CGI movies where we had like a clearly CGI character. Let's say Despicable Me, Mario. Yes, there was art design, but it was consistent. Spider-Verse blew it out of the water. Now we're seeing
Mhm.
other films inspired by it. You know, a lot of people are like, "Oh, Ninja Turtles looks like it." It does, but it's not because Ninja Turtles has its own art direction
Mhm.
that's inspired by Spider-Verse.
Well, they've learned though is that hey, we can actually do other things besides the typical like Pixar stuff,
Yeah.
which is nice.
And
It's nice to see that and like it's visually pleasing and it's not gonna like because I think what they were so afraid of the studios is like, oh, it's gonna be off putting and people aren't gonna want to watch it. And then Spider Verse just came out like, no, people will love this shit.
they did a hell of a job, and what a character! Because I mean, dude, Miles was a gamble. Like everybody loves Peter Parker. Not a lot of people knew who Miles Morales was, and the fact Sony Animation was able to make him his own Spider-Man, dude, Peter Parker's an afterthought in this movie.
I know, dude. It just goes to show, man. You get the right writers, and you know someone that it's you could tell that they're passionate about it, right? And like have so many great ideas, and then the studio lets them do it, dude. This paid off huge for Phil Lord and Chris Miller, man. Like,
Abs- Dude,
and Sony.
and Sony. That this just reaffirmed why Sony should own the license, to be honest with you. Like I was against it for the longest time because I was like, oh, Disney should have Spider-Man, but Sony and their agreement with Disney, you just get more content. You just get way more content.
Yeah, I mean, you're right because if Marvel had it in Disney, they wouldn't have done something like this. I don't think.
Nah.
It'd be straight, no, it's just for the MCU. That's it. Because Sony wants money, 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 money. They're like, oh, sure, you can go off and do another Spider-Man animated movie. Who cares?
Yeah.
Like,
I,
so
I would
you're
love to
right.
see if they could connect their live action villains, the Sinister Six that they're trying to build up to this, but if Sony does a good job and they have these uh anti-hero villain movies coming out and they tie it to the MCU, dude, you just have one of the most expanded universes in one character name.
It's very true. I just, I don't know. It's Sony doesn't have a good track record with this kind of stuff. And I think the only reason why the Spider Verse is working is because who they got involved and have let them do everything they wanted to do. That's the only reason why I think it works.
My dream, and dude, we're saying Sony a lot, but have you noticed Sony is releasing PlayStation characters as movies, video game characters? I can easily see this Spider-Verse transition into an awesome PlayStation game.
Oh yeah.
I can see, and I wish Sony had the rights to make a film about their Spider-Man video, the Insomniac series, but um, it's perfect in its own medium right now. It's perfect as a video game because, dude, it's one of the most profound stories. Instead of getting 3 hours of a Spider-Man story from Sony PlayStation, you're getting a video game where you're getting 20 plus hours out of it.
Yeah. Well,
So
again, it's just going back, dude. You get the right people involved and come up with a great story. And then on top of that, with the video game, actually come up with good gameplay. Like, dude, you're gonna be solid. You're gonna be able to make multiple movies and make billions of dollars, like or video games slash movies, and it all just kind of goes together, right? Because you know, fans of Spider-Man, whether it's the movies, video games, comic books, whatever, they're all gonna do each one of those things. You know, they're
yep.
just they just cross pollinate everything. So it's in their best interest to make the best quality stuff. And again, that's the part where I'm worried about with Sony, is because Craven, Madam Web, Morbius, I mean,
Spider-Gwen.
yeah, Venom, and even remember we talked about potential of having a live action Miles Morales Spider-Man movie.
I mean, truth be told, like if Venom wasn't the main character of Venom and it was like another Spider-Man villain, that story would have sucked. But because
probably.
it's Venom, we like it.
Well, and I think there's something to, yes, Venom, how they portrayed Venom, and also Tom Hardy make that movie.
Which is so strange
Absolutely.
because he's not like the typical Eddie Brock that you would think about.
Oh, I think he's a great Eddie Brock. But I mean, but both of them, the symbiote, Venom, and Eddie Brock are both very much toned down comedic versions of themselves.
Yep.
So, which is, there is some comic books where like they get a little bit schizophrenic, they're a little bit crazy. And I think there's a lot more of that funny craziness to them in these movies. So,
Go see it, Peter.
I need to, man. I need to. I might have to try to sneak out and go watch it like I did the first one. So, I didn't watch something as not something as cool as that.
I thought you had me look for a movie yesterday, and I was so excited for that.
So I started that movie. Orca. I'll do a little teaser. Like Orca. This is the killer whale movies of the killer whale movie, like Jaws. Yes, this is the Jaws of the killer whale movies. There we go. And I started it last night, and then I fell asleep, so I did not finish it. But I did finish this movie. But I will be continuing my sea adventure soon, probably for next week. But I watched this one when I was traveling recently, and this is, it's bad. It is bad. But Monster in the Closet, fun title, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is a Trauma production movie from 1986, and it's rated PG, and they say horror sci-fi. I mean, if the horror side is the fact that this is just, awful, sure. It has the sci-fi element, I guess. But what this movie is about is a monster in the closet. A single monster in a closet. I thought at some point that maybe, there can't just be one monster, because how this movie opens up, it's almost like they couldn't pick the opening scene that they wanted to go to. But then I was like, oh, okay, they're putting together that this monster is jumping from closet to closet to closet. I don't really know if he's teleporting. They really didn't get into that. But it opens up where, people are doing random things, and then the closet door slowly opens and they go in front of it, and then the camera moves to the side so that all you can see is the door and you can't see inside the closet, and then the person gets sucked in, clothes go flying out, and you hear a lot of rah, 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 rah. The monster ate the person. So that's how it opens. There's like 5 of those. And then you start getting into like, there's like this is kind of related to like Superman. There's like kind of a Clark Kent guy. He's a reporter, trying to make his name, and he his name is Richard Clark, so it kind of made sense. It feels a lot similar like Clark Kent, and he's tasked to like, go figure out this stupid case of like this monster in a closet, right? And then he meets this professor, Diane Bennett, and she works with this weird other doctor, Dr. Pennyworth. And then she has a child that they just call Professor, and guess who it is?
Who?
Paul Walker.
What?
Paul Walker is the child in this film.
Oh my! Wait, he was a kid in. I guess so. If it was 1986, I gotta look this up. Hold on. Monster in the Closet. Paul Walker.
Yep. I don't know if
And
this is his first thing or not. Oh yeah, it is.
oh
It's
my
his
gosh!
first credit. And I'll say he did pretty good. I think he did pretty good. Pretty funny though.
This guy?
What guy? Yep, that's Paul Walker right there.
He looks like the kid from Richie Rich.
Yeah, it is a little bit, huh?
Yeah.
Yep, that's Paul Walker. Pretty crazy. Professor,
Oh,
they
I
would
see.
call him.
I see Paul Walker right there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. All
Um,
right.
so it is this movie goes off the rails, man, like very quickly. Like you would think, oh, this is gonna be kind of fun. Maybe they keep this to like a house, right? And the kids are gonna try to fight this monster and destroy it, right? No, they get the whole fucking like uh army involved and the government. The whole world knows about this monster who uh, it's looks like a giant turd with this big old mouth that can't shut because you know their puppet wasn't that great. And then they would have this weird thing that like aliens would shoot out of the mouth that wouldn't shut, and it would grab things, and it would, that's how it would kill people.
Huh.
um and so this monster would come out of the closet, leave the house, and cops and the army, they're trying to shoot it. It's indestructible. They don't know how to kill it. They think this is it. This is the end of the world. Like, but there's only one. There's only one. They quarantine off this whole town, and they don't let anyone go in there. The military's there to try to stop it. They cannot. Hence, this is when the reporter and the doctors get involved because they're trying to be scientists and figure out, all right, how do we study this thing and also potentially destroy it? And this is where this goes. And then there's this weird love story between the female doctor and the reporter, and it's very strange. So every single time the reporter took off his glasses, the chick would just be mesmerized by him.
Well, he's Superman.
Yeah, it was so weird, man. And then as soon as he put his glasses back on, like the trance would be broken. So
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you how this movie goes, and because it's so ridiculous. It's on Amazon Prime. If someone doesn't want to have this spoiled for them and you want to watch it, you can stop right now and go watch it. I don't care.
I don't care.
So so they can't stop it. They got tanks, they got everything. It's hilarious though because there's just explosions just blowing up all behind the monster. It's not touching him at all. It's pretty damn funny. Um, so they're like trying to kill it. Nothing's working. The old scientist guy, he thinks he's figured it out, and he's like on his dying wish because the monster gets him. He's like, you gotta destroy all the, and then he dies. And they're like, oh, what you gotta destroy all the what? Or like, and also like he thrives on this. And let me just ask you, Ryan, like from what you know, it's Monster in the Closet. Where do you think the monster gets its power?
From the vents. From your laundry.
No.
From the darkness.
No.
From
It's in the title.
the closet.
Yes.
Just this closet?
All closets.
So he has to go to the closet to get his power?
Apparently. So, okay. So
This is stupid.
it is so ridiculous. So they think they need to use electricity to stop the monster. It does not work. The monster attacks the chick, the reporter guy, and Paul Walker. And then as they're attacking, the glasses fall off the reporter. The monster gets mesmerized and falls in love with the dude, picks him up, and just walks to San Francisco from some other place that he was not at. I don't know how long it was going to take. I think between the girl and Paul Walker, they determined that, oh, we had it all wrong. It's not electricity that will stop it. The old scientist dude was saying, we got to destroy all the closets. So they put out an alert to all across the world to everyone destroy your closets. And so there's just like a montage of people burning down their closets, chopping it up with axes, doing just crazy shit like that. And the whole time they just keep on cutting to this giant poop monster holding this guy without his glasses, and the guy is just like just it looks so awkward, man. Like he's just like the like kind of in the fetal position, just being carried around by this weird monster thing. And then they end up in San Francisco, and like, oh man, he's going into this building. Like, why is he doing that? Did we miss a closet? So they get up into this building, and the monster's holding. I'm going to use this doll as my visual representation of the guy. The monster's holding the guy like this, trying to get through a closet. It's like this, and he just keeps on bumping into it with the guy. He can't fit. He can't fit into the closet. Get powers. And so he just turns around and goes out the building and just dies in the street. End of the movie.
I have to see this. I have to see this movie. I have to see this nonsense.
I could not believe like this was the finale. Like this is really what was going on. This is what the writers came up with to like it just, oh man, I was blown away. I if you like my description of everything, I mean, really,
And
you
the
can just
visuals.
go, yeah, you just go off of that. That's pretty good. Oh, stuff's falling.
Maybe it's a monster in the closet. You better burn your closet down.
I might have to.
I'll get on mine.
Yes. But that's Monster in the Closet with Paul Walker. It's on Amazon Prime, and I mean, I think you get some friends and get some drinks. It's a good time. So,
Peter, as I was looking up images, you know who else is in this?
who else?
Fergie.
What?
Fergie is a little girl named Lucy. She's wearing
Fergalicious?
Fergie from Black Eyed Peas. She is wearing red overalls with a pink shirt, and she has 2 pigtails.
Wow. I did not know that. So that's
So-
interesting.
You have Paul Walker and Fergie in their first movie ever in this.
Wow. Lucky them.
I need to watch this. I might turn off wrestling today just so I can watch this.
Dude, it is yeah.
Did you watch
very-
this on a plane?
Yeah, a little bit here and there.
Awesome.
I didn't
I
finish
would
it, but yeah. it was
only
good.
imagine sitting next to you and what you're watching.
I know. I thought about that, but I was like, I don't care. I'm not gonna see these people again. They can watch me watch this poop monster walk around with this guy. Oh man. It was just so like this cannot be it, and it was it. So Monster in Closet, check it out with some friends and some drinks, and let's get into our recommendations and wrap this show up.
Yes!
I love it.
Yes! Oh! 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 Oh, God. Oh.
I'll have what she's having.
I recommend Monsters in the Closet.
I feel like I probably had more fun describing it than maybe watching it, but
I just can't believe like that was a solution in the 80s in a monster movie. Just burn your closet. Who cares about your house? Just burn your closet.
it's like once the monster dies, they're like, well, let them know they can rebuild it. They can build their closets again.
Why don't they just close the door to the closet?
I don't know. I feel like there could have been other solutions, but the other part is like I don't understand like if he could travel through closets, if there's a teleportation aspect of it, or if this monster was just literally just walking through the streets to get to one closet to the next. Like it wasn't totally flushed out, and maybe that could be a whole nother thing where we could just drink and just try to figure out how this monster works.
I know
So-
Nate's wife Nikki wants to do a 90s night at her house for the podcast. Maybe that's what we do.
Maybe, well, this is 86, so we're we gotta do 80s.
Well, we'll trick them. We'll be like, yeah, we're gonna watch a 90s movie, and then we end up watching Monster in the Closet, not Monsters.
Yeah, just one. I
Just
thought that
one.
was also strange. That's all they had in the budget, just for one. So, all right. I recommend. I've watched all of Bupkiss with Pete Davidson, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I hope they get a second season because it left on a cliffhanger.
Hopefully, because Pete Davis was just he went to rehab for mental problems or something. So get out of it, Pete. Come on.
Wow, that's crazy. Because that's what happens in the show.
Oh,
Yes. What about you?
life imitates art, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of life imitates art, I watched the Stan Lee documentary on Disney Plus.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and that's pretty good. It's a story. I mean, I've seen plenty of them before, but he's had like 2 or 3 before this Disney one, but this Disney one was really good. You can catch that on Disney Plus. And then I also was watching a couple of episodes of Jury Duty, which the way you described it was hilarious. And James Marsden, dude, how he tries to get out of it. Yeah, I'm a famous actor. Watch this. Yeah.
I just bought everyone lunch.
I already paid for mine. I have my receipt.
Can I get reimbursed?
That was a good one.
Yeah, I need to watch. Did you watch the second episode? You said.
Yeah, I was falling asleep to it, but I
Okay.
made it a point to watch the first one. So, and then my parents have been watching The Bear, and they said it's really good.
I did start the second season, and yeah, I don't know what it is about it, but it's just so like fast. Like it just
It's
keeps you
stressful.
in it. Yeah. Even
Yeah.
though like I feel like it shouldn't be, but it's you're stressed out a bit. And then also like from like the first season and getting to know all those characters, like it just goes right back into it, and they do a good job, and I'm excited to watch the rest. So yeah. I agree with your parents.
They're hooked, dude.
Yeah.
And it's funny is it took them a while to watch the first season because I was like, you guys got to watch The Bear. It's a great show. It's a great show. Nah. And then my mom is rewatching the first season all over again.
Oh wow.
So
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
I love it.
Yeah,
Well, Peter, I will see you this weekend.
that's right.
And viewers, listeners, we'll catch you on the flip side.
That's right. Beyond it up.
Beyond, motherfuckers.